Let's once again take a look at some rare Star Wars figures and discuss what makes them rare, what sets they come in, how much they cost, and much more. And hey, if you enjoyed this video, I have 2 other videos like this on my channel, so check them out. Okay, let's get started. The first figure we have today is none other than Ahsoka Tano. Specifically her look from Star Wars Rebels. This fantastic figure only appeared in one set, 75158 Rebel Combat Frigate. And of course it depicts a fan favourite character. While other versions of the character do exist, this is the only depiction of an older version of the character that we have. So limited release combined with the massive demand from fans makes this a hugely desirable figure. Up next I'm going to be showing you 3 minifigures that all appear in the set 75222 Betrayal at Cloud City. First up we have Han Solo. This figure of course comes in other sets, but this one is exclusive because it has some awesome side printing on the legs. With this side printing, we see not only Han Solo's blaster holder, but also the yellow Corellian blood stripe. It's these tiny little details that really complete this figure and, in my opinion, make it the best Han Solo figure that LEGO has made. It's amazing how much side printing or arm printing and stuff like that can really increase the value of a figure. So these subtle details are enough to bump up the price on Han Solo a fair bit. Also from the same set, we have Bespin Leia. This is the only way to get Princess Leia in her Bespin outfit. Well, at least in a modern design. The old Cloud City set has her in the same look, but it's much more of a sort of classic design. And this modern design is incredible. The detail on the printing here on the dress is just stunning. So of course the awesomeness of this figure is very much reflected in the price as well. Another addition from the Cloud City set is... oh well, hello, what have we here? It's Lando Calrissian himself. Now this figure is incredible. The cape on this figure alone is such a brilliant addition. Multiple colours on both sides, and some beautiful detailing on it that just looks exactly like the real thing. It's magnificent. Now this look has always been one of the most iconic Lando looks, and it's a surprisingly rare look to see appearing in LEGO sets. And because of this, the figure demands a very hefty price. So yeah, if you bought 75222 Betrayal at Cloud City, you have some very rare figures. The set itself wasn't hugely loved by LEGO fans, but the figures certainly had some appeal to them. I suppose people just didn't want to spend lots on the set and just wanted to buy the figures individually online, so the high demand means high prices. There is another rare figure in this set, but let's save him for later in the video. On to the next figure now, we have everyone's favourite musician, Max Rebo. He's one of the best Red Ball jet organ players in the galaxy, and he has a fantastic minifigure too. Mr. Rebo appears in one LEGO set, which is 75020 Jabba's Sail Barge, and is unfortunately the only member of the Max Rebo band that LEGO has made in minifigure form currently. One day we'll have our Droopy McCool minifigure. One day. Regardless, Max Rebo is loved by fans, and his recent appearance in Book of Boba Fett makes him loved all the more. One interesting fact about Max Rebo, though, is that the original puppet for him that was used in Return of the Jedi has him playing with his feet, but most other media gives him arms and feet. I always thought that was a bit strange but interesting, and it's certainly interesting to see how LEGO depicted the character versus what it looks like in the movie, although it's pretty hard to see it in the movie when he's behind his organ there, so... you know. Regardless, Max Rebo is a fantastic minifigure. On to another figure. This is a character that I've never really known how to pronounce their name. It's Boushh. Boushh? Bosch? It's Princess Leia in her bounty hunter disguise. This figure is exclusive to the set 9516 Jabba's Palace, and it's a brilliant recreation of the costume and the character. The unique helmet design is so awesome, and the printing all throughout this figure is brilliant as well. So this is another fantastic figure that not only appeals to original trilogy fans or just Star Wars fans as a whole, but also those who like to collect bounty hunter figures, and this is a very unique, very cool figure. The next minifigure here is the awesome Darth Malgus, who appears in the LEGO set 9500 Sith Fury Class Interceptor. Darth Malgus is a character from the video game Star Wars The Old Republic, and let's face it, he looks so freaking cool. The rule of cool certainly adds to the rarity and the value of this character. The game he's from, as well as many of the cinematic trailers from the game, are very much loved by fans, and that certainly adds to the rarity of the figure. And also to add to that, this is one of the few sets that LEGO has produced that is a Legends video game. So it's very rare that LEGO does that. Make something based off a video game and make something from Star Wars Legends, or as it used to be called, the Expanded Universe. So all this combined makes this a very desirable minifigure. Up next is the man, the myth, the legend, Darth Revan. Darth Revan is from one of my favorite video games, Knights of the Old Republic, and he is a hugely loved fan favorite character that people are always hoping will appear in future movies, comic books, and TV shows. Once again, he has appeal for being a Star Wars Legends video game character, and he also appeared as a figure in a polybag, which also appeals to polybag collectors. Now, you could only get Revan back in May 2014 and again in 2016 as a gift with purchase in LEGO stores or on LEGO.com. So yeah, limited availability, a fan-loved character, a rare polybag, he's a cool Sith Lord. There's lots of reasons why Revan has it all. Let's get back to that other figure that I mentioned from the LEGO set 75222 Betrayal at Cloud City. It's Boba Fett. This version of Boba Fett has a clone trooper head, but also has some awesome arm and leg printing. Now, this is certainly one of the coolest versions of Boba Fett and is highly desired by fans. So because of this printing detail, this Boba Fett is worth a fair bit of money. Everybody loves Boba Fett. But maybe you love Jango Fett. So here is a classic Jango Fett figure that appeared in the set 7153 Jango Fett Slave 1, which is the only version of Jango Slave 1 that LEGO has currently produced to this day, at least at the time of this recording. People love collecting the classic LEGO Star Wars figures, and this is certainly one of the holy grails. Plus, everyone loves Jango Fett. Most versions of this character are pretty rare and pretty desirable, but this one is very desirable. Now let's finish the video with a bang. We mentioned before the Cloud City set. Well, if you bought the old Cloud City set, which is set number 10123, most of the figures in that set demand a big price, but one demands a huge price, and that's Cloud City Boba Fett. It's the same as every other Boba Fett, but this one has beautiful arm and leg printing, and that printing alone makes it worth a ton. So yeah, if you bought any Cloud City set, you probably did pretty well. For some reason, the only two Cloud City sets LEGO have produced, they demand high prices for their minifigures. I've seen a lot of people list this online as having sort of arm damage or torso damage, so it seems like there could be some cracking issues with those areas too, which also adds to the value of this figure because you've got to have it in good condition. So all of this combined really brings up the value of this figure, the ridiculously huge price of this figure. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed seeing all these awesome LEGO minifigures, and hopefully you have some in your collection too. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.